Pay and housing demands by University of California academic workers, who launched a massive strike across the system this week, could amount to several $100 million annually, an overwhelming financial impact, a UC senior leader says. In a letter released Wednesday, UC Provost Michael T. Brown told the system's 10 chancellors and other top leaders that California housing costs are a significant challenge and pledged to work diligently to support students. But he drew attention to the impact of two union demands in particular, tying compensation to housing costs and waiving out-of-state tuition for international scholars. Brown said the state subsidy for UC students only funds Californians, so the university must rely on other means, including supplemental tuition, to cover costs for international and out-of-state students. If we were to provide remission of out-of-state supplemental tuition, non-California stud. Rafael Jaime, a UCLA doctoral candidate and president of United Auto Workers Local 2865, which represents 19,000 teaching assistants, tutors and other academic workers on strike, said union leaders have not yet seen Brown's letter but that the provost's cost estimate seemed inflated. He said the unions would be happy to bargain over the issue. If the university has a better proposal that seriously addresses the housing crisis, we're ready and willing to hear it, Jaime said. Nearly 48,000 UC academic workers, including postdoctoral scholars, graduate teaching assistants and researchers, walked off the job this week in a strike billed as the largest at any academic institution in history. The action by the workers, who perform much of the teaching and research at the state's premier higher education system, triggered canceled classes, shuttered labs and other academic disruptions just weeks before final exams. The strike also included workers at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. The strike comes after more than 50 bargaining sessions starting a year ago, but graduate students at UC Santa Cruz first drew national attention to their financial hardships with the wildcat strike in 2019 and 2020. Then UC President Janet Napolitano ordered them to stop withholding grades, as some had done, or face termination. Dozens were fired but most were eventually reinstated. This week, 4 UAW bargaining units banded together in a unified labor action. The work stoppage aims to challenge long-held labor practices at the UC and other universities across the country, which have come under growing scrutiny for how graduate workers and academic employees are paid in an era of rising inflation and growing union activism.